Hello and welcome back. Today's story is called A Man, a Monk, and the Power of Positive Thinking. It is a calm and realistic story about how our thoughts shape our experience of life. In a small town near the edge of a forest lived a man named Arjun. From the outside, his life looked normal. He had a job, a home, and food on the table. But inside, Arjun carried a heavy weight. Every morning, he woke up thinking about problems. His job felt unstable. His future felt uncertain. His mind was always filled with, what if things go wrong? Slowly, this habit of negative thinking began to affect everything. He lost focus at work. Small issues felt like big disasters. Even moments of happiness felt temporary and fragile. One day, after a particularly stressful week, Arjun decided to go for a long walk to clear his mind. Without realizing it, he walked deep into the forest, where the noise of the town slowly disappeared. Near a quiet river, he noticed a monk sitting peacefully under a tree. The monk's face was calm, and his eyes reflected a deep sense of peace. Arjun hesitated, then finally spoke. "Sir," he said softly, "how can someone sit so calmly when life is full of problems?" The monk opened his eyes and smiled gently. "Sit with me," the monk said. "Tell me what troubles you." Arjun sat down and began to speak. He talked about his fears, his stress, and his constant worry about the future. Words poured out, like water from a broken dam. The monk listened without interrupting. When Arjun finished, the monk picked up 2 stones from the ground. One stone was smooth and light. The other was rough and heavy. The monk placed the heavy stone in Arjun's hand. "Hold this," he said. Arjun held it tightly. After a minute, the monk asked, "Is it heavy?" "A little," Arjun replied. After a few more minutes, the monk asked again, "Is it heavier now?" "Yes," Arjun said. "My hand is starting to hurt." The monk nodded. The stone did not change, the monk said calmly. "But your suffering increased because you kept holding it." Then the monk asked Arjun to place the stone down. "This," the monk continued, "is how negative thoughts work. Problems exist, but suffering grows when we hold on to negative thinking for too long." Arjun stayed silent, listening carefully. "But sir," Arjun said, "how do I stop negative thoughts?" "They come automatically." The monk smiled again. "Thoughts are like clouds," he said. "You cannot stop them from appearing, but you can choose which ones you follow." The monk pointed toward the river. "Look at the water," he said. "The river flows forward, not backward. Positive thinking is not denying problems. It is choosing to move forward despite them." The monk then told Arjun a story. Once, 2 men walked the same path during a storm. One kept saying, "This rain will ruin everything." The other said, "This rain will water the fields." Both were wet, but only one suffered. Arjun felt something shift inside him. For the first time, he realized that his thoughts were shaping his experience, not just his circumstances. The monk then gave Arjun a simple practice. Every time a negative thought appears, the monk said, "Ask yourself, is this helping me right now? If not, gently replace it with a constructive thought, not fake positivity," the monk added. "Just honest, hopeful thinking." Before leaving, the monk said one final thing. Positive thinking is not about expecting life to be easy. It is about trusting yourself to handle whatever comes. Arjun thanked the monk and began walking back toward the town. The road was the same. The problems were still there. But something inside Arjun had changed. The next morning, when a negative thought appeared, he noticed it. He didn't fight it. He simply chose a better response. Slowly, day by day, his mindset began to shift. And with that shift, life felt lighter. Moral of the story: life does not change when circumstances change. Life changes when our thinking changes. If this story felt meaningful to you, do subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you for listening.